Sharknado.
Yes.
What's your topic?
All right. There's always movies that are bad, but there's always someone who's trying to convince you it's good. What is your hear me out movie?
Okay.
I went with an oldie that is one of my favorites that I haven't watched in a while, and it is Spice World.
Oh God. Okay.
I loved that movie growing up.
It's so good.
Now, who was your favorite Spice Girl?
It's always Scary Spice.
See, I was into Baby Spice growing up.
I mean, I liked Baby Spice. Like she was more like my personality, so I could assume. Um,
That
but
was until I found out Ginger had nude past, and then she bumped up the list.
but yeah, like this movie, like hands down, one of my favorites as a kid that I would probably still watch, and I'd be like, this is great. Like watching them go through boot camp to get their voices together, and then them dancing, all like doing shows in other places, even though the dancers are like showing their butt cheeks, and they're just like, why? It's such a fun
Then them
movie.
randomly being on top of the bus.
Yeah, them on a London, like on the double decker bus, and they had to zoom and jump over the London Bridge as the bridges was coming up. Like it is such a fun movie. It's such a fun movie, and that's my choice, and I stand by it.
Oh man, what's yours, Matt?
Hmm. Well, I was going to try and do what Mara did and pull up a picture, but I didn't save one, so I was trying to do that.
I ain't saved one either. I just pulled it up.
I have a lot, especially in like the horror universe. One most famously and recently was Zombie Strippers, which I made everyone watch for our zombie panel review, and everyone hated. And I tried to explain to them why it wasn't as bad as they thought it was. But for this case, I'm going to go the other route. And I'm going to say a movie that Travis and I both grew up on that is clearly terrible, but so terrible it's fantastic. It is comedy gold. It is one Ready to Rumble.
Ready to Rumble, yes.
With David Arquette. Hear me out.
It's so bad, but I love it.
Hear me out. Listen, I know it's
Wrestling
one of those
fans
movies,
hate it too, but
it's so well, they hate it because of what we got because of it. But like it had Jimmy the King is a fantastic character for not being a real wrestling character. Let us be very clear about that. Like the fact that the main character in the movie, full of wrestlers, isn't actually a wrestler and he's fucking fantastic. Great. Watching these two absolute idiots become the thing that I dreamt of becoming as a child and feeling like if they could do it, I could do it. Fucking fantastic. It's still fun. Yes, thank you, Bagley. It's so good and so fucking quotable and still to this day funny. And mind you, I may have a little bit of bias because our friend Phil threw up at my house the night before we watched the movie, and then my mom walked in right as they said "pukins for pussies" and started laughing at Phil. And that will stick with me to this day forever. I will never not watch that movie, hear that, and remember that. My mom was awesome. But yes, no, Ready to Rumble is the one that I'm going with.
I'm with you. So I had to think about this for a while. And then I remembered something.
What?
It's a movie I saw 13 years ago. And I only saw it because a friend of mine, this was when I was living in Orlando, my friend Garen came to visit over my place. And he was like, have you seen this movie, Hobo with a Shotgun? And I'm like, no. The fuck is that? And he told me it was on Netflix at the time. We turned it on and I watched this shit. This is a bad movie. And it's bad not just in the sense of just not a well-made movie, but it's also fucked up. Like The kinds of things that occur in this movie are fucked up.
I think this is Kate's Hear Me Out movie too, because she talks about Hobo with a Shotgun a lot more than I feel like people should.
Here's the thing. I've only seen this movie once, but I will tell people you should check it out. Like, it's one of those things you just gotta experience it. It's not even the kind of thing you can really describe to people. Like, hold on,
Can I pull up the trailer?
I have it here already. I'm a step ahead of
you. Of course you do.
Oh, it's free on Tubi.
I used to be like you. Long time ago. You're brand new, perfect. No mistakes, no regrets.
How the
Look at you and think of how wonderful your future.
Why do they always make hospital walls so
want you to
fucking
be so
yellow?
respected.
Like, I know they're not this yellow. What?
Doctor.
Not gonna lie, that was kind of hot.
Of course. Oh,
Hate to tell you this, but if you grow up here, you're more likely to wind up selling your bodies on the streets. We're shooting dope from dirty needles and bus stop.
could you imagine, like, if at some point all of those babies
No,
are
it is
just
not
No,
Gary Busey.
it's not Gary
No.
Busey, but I
I don't think
that is Rutger Hauer.
Mm-hmm.
because you know.
Could you imagine, like, some point in the future, those babies are just like, I just have this real urge to get the fuck out of here. I have this recurring dream that this old man just standing
Okay, there
above
it
me,
is.
Hobo.
telling me.
There it is.
Oh,
What the fuck did Santa do to you?
here's the thing. That thing you just saw with the head in the car and all that shit, that's not the most fucked up thing that happens in this movie. That dude that just burst through the door with the sunglasses on and shit. There is a scene involving him with a blowtorch and a school bus. And
I will
yes,
be
there are
honest with you.
children on that school bus.
This is a movie I have never seen, and I don't know how.
I just want to know if that's any worse than the Terrifier.
Is there any what?
If that's any worse than the Terrifier's
I
reputation.
would probably say no, it is not, but that's also because it's gonna be older.
Oh, true.
And
That's from 2011.
yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That was something.
That's why I say, hear me out. You should check it out.
Give it a chance.
Mara, you should go check out Ready to Rumble and not watch Hobo with a Shotgun.
You should 100% watch Hobo with a Shotgun.
That's on our board to watch on vacation.
Neither one of y'all really convinced me.
Do it.
She's coming to Chicago. You very well could see a Hobo with a Shotgun downtown.
This is true. This is very true.